Hello everyone! Today we're going to be doing some standard gameplay, and we're going to be playing a deck that is actually probably my personal favorite deck from this current iteration of standard, and that is 5-color Cascade, or Invasion of Alara Bramble Familiar combo. Now, a lot of these pieces are going to be rotating out soon, so I wanted to make a video kind of showcasing this deck before it's kind of lost to time. Now, the way that this deck works is it uses the card Invasion of Alara, which essentially lets you exile cards from the top of your deck, sort of Cascade, but they wrote it out, so it's a little bit of a mistake, and it can let you cast a spell mana value 4 or less for free, and we can exploit this by having Bramble Familiar's cost be low, and cast its adventure side, which allows us to mill 7 cards, return a creature, enchantment, or land from among them to the battlefield. And then usually what we do end up doing after that is we use something like Cemetery Desecrator to exile one of our large mana value cards like Herd Migration or Atali to remove all of the counters from Invasion of Alara and cast the backside, which lets us draw cards, copy our permanents, destroy their permanents, etc. Now, obviously, a lot of the things that make this deck tick, such as our channel creatures like Greater Tanuki and Colossal Sky Turtle, are going to be rotating out, as well as things like Cemetery Desecrator itself, which allows this combo to go off really hard in one turn. On top of this, the mana base that lets us play our domain spells really easily, all of the triomes are going to be rotating out as well, which makes the deck a bit less consistent post-rotation. We'll go over the deck stats at the end, but as I said, I wouldn't really recommend crafting any of this deck as it's going to be gone pretty soon. So without further ado, let's get into the games. Playing some 5-color Cascade before it rotates out. Not the greatest hand, to be honest with you. It's kind of late. That's a bit better. Not by much, but slightly better. Keep the Leyline Binding for the chance of removal eventually. To be honest with you, we kind of need to draw something here, though. Like, we need either some early removal or some ramp or something. Sure. Humans? Probably. I kind of wish I put the Deathcap Blade first. Boros. Now, they haven't played anything, so they might be on Boros control. Or they're flashing out Resolute Reinforcements. No. I think it's Boros control. That's fine. We'll play slow. We've got removal now. We can wait him out. Okay. We'll just keep holding. 2 more turns, we can cast an Atali. It's often enough to just win. Okay, 1 more turn. See, we don't need to play anything pre-turn 7. There's no point. Arcane Bombardment. Yep, they are on Boros control. And rest in peace to the Arcane Bombardment. Alright, let's run out the Atali to start. It's going to be hard for them to remove this with damage. Yeah, they are on Boros control. Sacred Fire. We should have actually resolved this in the opposite order, because then we could remove the Sacred Fire from their graveyard, but that's fine. Good game. I mean, pretty solid hand, all things considered. We're kind of lacking black and white mana, but we'll hopefully find that. They're on 5C Legends. Guaranteed. Or 4C Legends, I guess. Or the mono black Primes deck, I guess? My bad. We wait for the Herd Migration, because we need black and white mana here. I think we go for the black mana because removing Vadmir before it gets too big would be kind of nice. Don't have any more crimes. Alright, perfect. Okay, take that out. We got the white mana, so we're well on our way to casting Invasion turn 5. Alright. Shelly. That kind of sucks. It kind of really sucks. I think we play this out as a blocker. The reason it sucks so much is because even if we get the invasion out and we do the whole combo, we're still going to ping ourselves for 4. We're going to get kind of low off of that, right? Denick. That actually doesn't affect our deck, really, which is very interesting. Well, sorry, it affects if we have Virtue out, but it does not affect how Invasion of Alara functions, because it just says put from your graveyard onto the battlefield. It does not say I have to target it. Or sorry, Bramble, not Invasion. So we actually don't want Virtue here, because Denick will shut that off. We'll grab the Atali. Sky Turtle, I think, here for removal. Or no, Leyline Binding for removal. And a land. And we'll ditch... I mean, honestly, I think we ditch the Tri-Land. Or do we? Yeah, we ditch the Tri-Land. Okay. Now, we could be in a bad spot here. The problem with Atraxa is that it's nice, but it's not going to kill anything right away. And it dies to removal real quick. Okay, they can swing into us with Tiny Bones. I don't think they have anything... I guess I could take our Bramble from earlier, but... Lord Skitter. Sure, that seems fine. We only have 1 black mana. So we roll it again. Round 2. The Cemetery Desecrators also do not target. Oh yeah, let's Galta. Put our entire hand onto the board. That's disgusting. Another Invasion of Alara. Yeah, good game. That's nasty. Playing some Invasion of Alara, Bramble Familiar shenanigans in Standard before it rotates out. We will absolutely keep that. Sure. Okay, we play the Tri-Land, Swamp next turn to remove the Swift Spear, and we're in a solid spot. Okay, we'll take this out. The Slick Shot might be a better target, but we can't do it at instant speed, and I don't know what's going to happen if there are 2 Haste Prowess creatures on the board next turn, so in my eyes, we're kind of halving our damage. Okay, so they're going to wait to play the Slick Shot, which is actually great for us, considering we just drew that, go for the third. 1 of in our deck. Because we can run exactly 1 spell that is CMC2. That's not Bramble Familiar. If we can bait out a Monstrous Rage. Sure. Can we bait out a second one? Antagonize. That's why we always be patient. Good game. Against Wilmington Dad. That is a very interesting name. It's an okay hand. Not really the best. I think we mulligan that. Yeah, that's much better. We'll ditch the Haunted Ridge. Or the restless cottage, sorry. I always opt to keep hands with virtue in it, just because the meta is so aggressive. We have lots of removal spells here though, so we should be in a pretty good spot to just kind of hold off whatever they're doing until we can cast something big. Azusa. Okay. They're ramping. Some sort of mono green enchantments type thing. It's fine. Tribute to the World Tree. Okay. Well, Generous Visitor needs to die this turn before it gets too big. So we will do just that. This card's so good, honestly. Okay. Interesting. I think we just remove the likeness. Just keep holding them off, gaining life. Another one. So this flips into something big, right? There aren't just like green counters, I guess. So if we get another land type, we have enough to cycle this and play the Leyline Binding. So we'll get a mountain. Let them grow that. Because what does this side do? Okay, they make it big. Okay, so they can just make big modified creatures. Interesting. Just pay as much mana as they want to. Sure. And we're kind of in a sketchy spot here, right? Like, we're kind of running out of removal. And we're dead on board. That'll hold them off for a second here. Give us some blockers. We get another remnant. Fairgrounds Trumpeter. Okay. We're getting to the point where it's going to be a little bit too little too late if we draw stuff here. We really need an invasion or an Atali or something big. Okay. Oh, they're just removing everything. Yeah, that's game, I think, right? No, I can block 2 things. Take 5, go to 1. And it's just a plains, yep. Good game. Nothing I can do here, unfortunately. Lots of removal, no follow-up. Okay, well, we got the pieces we need. All of our colors, so we just run it. Okay. Kind of wonder if we even bother running at the Bramble familiar here, because they'll probably just kill it, but I mean, it probably doesn't hurt too much to try. Because if this sticks, we just get invasion this turn, we can start blowing up their lands, and that's just bad for them. Savala. Interesting. Well, we will try to combo off. If everything goes right, we're just gonna ruin their day here, because this is really quick to get this out. Yep. That's gross. Cemetery Desecrator, that's 6 mana. It has to be the Atali. We'll remove counters from that. Play this out. Let's blow up their only green source. copy this. Run that out. We need 5 mana to kill the Selvala, so we will do that. I suppose they do still have the Scrap Gorger, but yep, there we go. GG! Running out some 5-color Cascade before it rotates. Probably my favorite deck that's been in rotation in Standard, and we're losing, I'd say, most of the big pieces for it, so we're losing all our big channelers and our Cemetery Desecrator, which makes the combo like even better, so. Alright. They're in that 3-color mid-range deck. Looks like. That's fine, we do pretty well into mid-rangey matchups. We'll just pass, play patient. Okay, we will go look for a mountain, I think. Toss down that mountain. I mean, they definitely are just holding up removal spells, so running out the Bramble Familiar here is just asking for it to die. They're playing real patient. Sure, we get some good ramp. Okay, we'll just cycle on out, keep going. We'll grab a swamp here. If we draw a land, we can start. Okay. They're probably on the Rakdos Joins Up, not combo deck, but there's a version of Rakdos Joins Up that's like a reanimator one that just wants to cast it. Well, one more land we have in Atali, and that's pretty good for us. Or Push Pull, I think. There's another one that works in these colors. Geist Flame Reservoir. Interesting. Well, we'll just take that out, I guess. Seems like the type of card that'd be played in, like, Is It, not these colors. But, okay. We'll just keep passing. Eventually we'll draw a land and we'll just start storming out the value. We don't want to run out these Desecrators because there's nothing to remove, and the Bramble Familiar will just get killed right away, so. Herd Migration. I think they'd play that in here. Well, there's our land. We'll start going for value. Oh, that's gross. Oh wow, that's really gross. Sure. Oh, cast our Bramble. We only get a land or a Bramble, so I guess we just take the land. It's kind of underwhelming, but it's so weird that they're on like Arcane Bombardment into this. Big score again. They have the cover up. Okay, they're gonna try to take Atali out of our deck, probably. Yeah. That's okay. We have Desecrators. Well, we will play with the Desecrator and get our value at least with Invasion of Alara. I think they're Herd Migration, I guess. I mean, is there any value we can get with Arcane Bombardment here? I don't know. Okay, they're gonna destroy the Invasion of Alara. That's fine. It's pretty good. I think we just run out the Bramble Familiar. Riveteer's Charm. Sure. I'm just shocked that this deck doesn't play white or blue. to be honest with you. It seems like it should. Geist Flame Reservoir, sure. Riveteers on me. Sure. And I guess we'll just remove the counter from Geist Flame, right? We'll remove the Geist Flame, I suppose. I really don't know what their deck does other than just remove our stuff. So we can play the Virtue here, right? And make our deck even harder to deal with. I think that's actually what we do. This is a pile on the value because we'll start getting stuff back every turn. It'll force them to have a lot more removal than they might have otherwise. Hey, they'll tear us under that. Swing in for 2. Like, they're just playing on Arcane Bombardment to remove every possible thing we play. Riveteer's Charm. Sure. Yeah, those are just removal spells. Oh, this is a miserable deck. What a miserable deck. There, Asunder, sure. We'll get our last basic lands. So we can draw gas. Probably have an, yeah, I mean, they're gonna cast the Assassin's Trophy, I guess. This is just removal spells. I guess we might as well just try to keep making them have it. So we get to cast Herd Migration. That's why they had the Herd Migration in their deck. That makes a lot of sense now. Let's play the Virtue of Persistence, I guess. Okay, so if we just keep casting instants and sorceries, we're gonna get to Herd Migration every turn. I don't think they can keep up with that. Sure. Brotherhood's End, sure. This is each turn, right? Okay. Play creature. So they're gonna blow up our Arcane Bombardment. I actually don't know if we can beat this, just because it's so much value. I mean, I guess we can just keep removing counters from their stuff, right? They can't burn us out if they have no counters. How many counters on that? 4? We'll take the big score. They have no counters, they can't remove anything. Ooh. That kind of sucks for us. We'll refill our hand, I guess. Maybe we can find a Leyline Binding for that Arcane Bombardment before they get to fire it off. Okay, the Desecrator's definitely good here. Virtue Persistence is good here. Jetmir's is actually not what we want. We want Alara because we can bounce their stuff. Okay, so we play the Invasion of Alara. If we blow up the Invasion of Alara, because I don't think we have any more Bramble Familiars. Oh, we do. It's gonna mill us out. We're getting pretty close to being milled out here. We should maybe stop doing this. 6 cards left in our deck. Virtue Persistence. We'll swing these into the Invasion. If we pop the Invasion, then we get to kill the Arcane Bombardment. Otherwise, okay, they're gonna Tamiyo safekeeping the Bombardment. Okay. So that goes after that. Let's let them exile something randomly from their graveyard first. They do get to cast it, which is fine. But it's gone forever. In this case, at least. Sure. Now we bounce it to their hand. Do they have a second Tameo safekeeping? I think they do. Wow. What an actual miserable deck. So they get... Okay, no, they don't get a second one. Okay, we'll draw 2 cards, blow up one of their Geist Flame Reservoirs. We will make a copy of Virtue Persistence so they can't blow it up quite as easily. And we'll play with another Desecrator. At this point, we have to outrace their removal. This is a miserable deck to play against. Okay. We like to see the lands. They're digging, which means they're not finding much. Oh my god, and they got a... But they can't cast it. So that's exiled forever, I think. That's good for us. I think that they have nothing to do. We have outvalued all the removal they could possibly throw at us, I think. They're looking through their grave. They shouldn't be able to cast it, right? They only have 4 mana. Okay, they can't cast it. Okay, they're gonna blow up the both virtues of persistence, I think. What do they get? Oh my god, and they got the Deadly Cover-Up. Oh, that's so miserable. I don't think there's any possible way for us to win now. That is so miserable. I suppose I should have exiled that from their graveyard. That's on me. Kind of. That's also a lot of luck. There's like 10 instants and sorceries in there, and they got the one thing they needed. No win cons, Magic the Gathering. I'm gonna play to my outs, but like, I just really don't think there's anything I can do here. Okay, I mean, let's just take everything out of their graveyard. Every single time they cast something now, they're gonna get so much value, but we'll take everything out. All the removal we can remove. Play the Desecrator. They have so much of it too. Take that out. Play down a Virtue Persistence. They'll probably just get to do it again now, but they don't draw instants or sorceries in the top 3 cards. We can do something. They're gonna crack their Geist Flames and another Board Web. Yep, you got it. I can't do anything against that. GG. So let's get into how the deck performed. To record this video, as usual, I recorded 15 games. I was able to win 11 of them, and I lost 4, giving the deck about a 73% win rate, which I consider pretty good for a deck like this. I really enjoy grinding out the ladder up to master with this deck. And of course, a lot of the cards that are in this deck are going to see home in the future. I've been seeing cards like Invasion of Alara be used with Ancient Cornucopia from OTJ, and as well as Atala is going to be good as long as it's in Standard. If you enjoyed watching this gameplay today, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be continuing to do some more arena gameplay like this, and I have some plans to put together some paper content in the future. But for now, thank you very much for sticking to the end of this video. Peace.